Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick update video this morning. It is Wednesday, May 13th. It's almost 9 a.m., so it's pre-market hours. And I get a lot of questions about how I make my plays or what I think about as the day goes on. So I just wanted to make a quick update video before the market opens. So if you remember from my last video, I have two options plays on. I have cash secured puts on AMD at the $51 strike price. And I also have a cash secured put on IWM at $127 strike price. So right off the bat, I'm noticing that Robinhood has changed their appearance. So it's now a more bluish color than black, but all right, we'll go with it. So AMD, as I mentioned last time, it's been slowly bleeding all day yesterday. It looks like it was down after hours as well. But right now, it looks like it's up almost 1% after hours. So maybe we'll hope for a rebound today and have a green play, and AMD will safely stay above $51. That would be great. The other play I have on is IWM, like I mentioned. Which is the Russell 2000 ETF. So that was also slowly bleeding all day yesterday. But as you just saw, looks like pre-market it's up a little bit. No, it's still down pre-market. But hopefully that will trend up. It was up, unless this is a glitch on Robinhood. But anyway, and then the third trade that I was thinking about putting on yesterday but didn't get a chance to, and may have been lucky that I didn't, was Virgin Galactic. So they were also slowly bleeding yesterday, but they also look like they're up a little over 1% pre-market. So hopefully they'll rebound it up into the green. I was thinking about putting on a $15 strike cash secured put on Virgin Galactic. So we'll see if they stay green all day. Then in the last maybe 30 minutes or so of the market today, I'm going to keep an eye on them to see if I can get a cash secured put at a good premium in case they tend to bleed off again in the last 30 minutes like they did yesterday. I don't want to place an order during the day because it tends to be more volatile right when the market opens and right when the market closes. So that means that the options premiums are higher than they are during the day. At least that's what I've noticed. So I'm going to keep an eye on Virgin Galactic, and between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to keep a close eye on them to see if I can get a good return on my risk and maybe get a cash secured put. Like I said, I was looking at the $15 strike price, maybe 15.5, depending on where the stock price ends up during the day. But if it stays low around the 17 level, maybe I can get in at 14.5 or 14 or even lower. That way, if I do get assigned, I'll own the shares at a lower cost basis than at 15 or 15.5. So we'll see how the market plays out. The other thing I always kind of keep a track on is where the resistance levels are based on the Fibonacci sequence. So this is the graph for AMD. And you can see this is the high right before the market crash. This is the low right before we rebounded. So right now, we're kind of flirting with the 0.786 Fibonacci level. So you can see yesterday we closed below that. So if today AMD closes between, let's say, 54.50 and 50.85, then we're probably going to be bouncing around this range for a while. But if AMD closes back up above this, then this looks probably like it's a resistance level, 54.50. So that tells me that if I get assigned shares, or if I sell a cash secured put at a strike price at, let's say, 54, I have a pretty good chance, based on this technical analysis, that AMD is going to stay above $54. Or if I do get assigned below that, then I can sell a cash secured put, or a cash covered call, I should say, above that level and make good profit. So let's see what AMD does today. So this was the first dip below that level. So if it stays below 54.50 today, then that's confirmation to me, and that means that maybe 54.50 is right now the ceiling for AMD for the short term. So we'll see what happens there. Same thing with IWM. So I did the same thing. I tracked it from the top of the market before the pandemic to the bottom, and you can see between the 0.382 and the 0.5 levels, IWM has kind of been trading or bouncing back and forth. So right now it's still somewhat in the middle of those two levels. So I would say the basement is roughly at 124.50. So IWM may dip down lower and then bounce back up. The real key is to see if IWM stays below 124.50 because then we're going to be bouncing between these two levels, between 124.70-ish and 113 or 114-ish. So again, let's see what IWM does today, because if it does end up bouncing between two levels, my cash secured puts should be okay, because I have them at $127, which is right around here. So in theory, if it bounces up as high as 132, I should still be okay. Or if I do get assigned at 127, I should still have some room to make profit on my covered calls. And that's, of course, if you believe in technical analysis. And also based on the RSI curve right now, I'm looking at it, it looks like IWM is oversold. So I would look for a bounce up today, but let's see what the market does. And lastly, for SPACE, I did the same thing before the market crashed and then right at the rebound. And so again, it looks like, I mean, you can even see this inflection point right at the 0.382 level. And so the basement right now is the 0.236 level, which is about 1680. So we'll see what SPACE does today. I'm really hoping it bounces back up, because my cash secured put that I want to buy is at 15.5 or 15, which is below this theoretical basement. So if that's the case, if I buy that, or sorry, if I sell that put today, I should be okay with SPACE staying above that level. So if SPACE gets below or drops below 1680-ish, that's when I'll start to get worried, and I may hold off on selling that cash secured put. So let's see what happens today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Please drop me a like and subscribe. Tell your friends about this channel. I'm trying to grow my subscriber base so I can get monetized. And as always, happy trading.